Hey guys, welcome back to Beast Quest, Series 15, Book 4, Quagos, the Armoured Beetle. And it's finally time to wrap up Series 15, Velmal's Revenge. So like always, in-depth story analysis, and then my overall rankings of where I rank this book. Okay, guys, before I go on, I want to say that the prologue does reveal that Quagos, his approaching force can cause earthquakes, which makes sense if you get it. Quagos, quake, yeah. Tom and friends had to find out a way out of the well. They had been left there by Prince Rotu, who had been working for the evil sorcerer Velmal the entire time, to take over the throne of Tangala. But Tom had it. He used the power of the golden armor to ricochet his way up the well. Once he lowered the bucket so his allies could climb up. Storm was revealed to have escaped and joined our heroes. They were about to head off when Daltic informed them that Anaya was under attack. The final beast had arrived. Our heroes were needed in Anaya right now. Tom and friends soon arrived at Anaya, but the gates were barricaded thanks to the rubble on the other side, so Tom used his shadow to scout the area. He even heard the final beast's name, Quagos, which means it was time he returned his shadow, and used the golden armor power to break down the gates. The elite guards surrounded Tom, accusing him of summoning Quagos here, but Tom informed them that he was here to stop Quagos, and he never saw the treasures. They gave him a chance by allowing him to defeat the beast, but Tom overheard that Velmal was speaking to him telepathically. He told Quagos to bow to Tom and tricked the Tangalians into thinking Tom was Quagos' master. It worked, and the elite ordered him arrested again. Wow, Velmal is so deceiving in this series. He hasn't changed a bit. His wicked methods are something special. It's truly outstanding. Tom and friends surrendered to the elite and were brought to the Queen. They tried to convince her that they were innocent, but Rotu showed up and told them that they can't be trusted. He even brought the treasures of Tangala that Tom collected and took credit for gathering them. After some counselling, the Queen was convinced to put our heroes back in their cell. I do like how Rotu is taking advantage of the situation by gaining the Queen's favour by showing that he had recovered the treasures. Very nasty work. Tom and friends were escorted to the prison, but Tom had no choice. He couldn't be thrown in jail again. He had to beat the final beast and save Tangala, so he used his golden armor power to beat up the elite and break our hero's shackles. He stole one of the soldiers' swords and even had to threaten one of the soldiers' lives to drop their weapons, basically. With them in a strong position, they made their retreat. They wanted to free their friends from jail, but Daltic advised against this. If they broke them out, it would certainly start war, so they had no choice but to leave their friends until they finished Quagos. Tom and friends made their way to the Queen's throne room and spied on the conversation. The Queen was having a discussion about the Avartians and deciding if war was necessary. Plus, there was the matter of Quagos. Rotu took his advantage and started twisting the situation to make Aroha agree with war. But Velmal was revealed to be disguised as one of the council members. He planned to snatch the treasures from Queen Aroha and then use the Black Jewel to summon Quagos once again. Now Rotu was like, "What are you doing?" He either finally realizes that Velmal has evil intentions, or he's just playing along to keep his cover up. Rotu was shocked, actually, to see he spoke to Velmal, who said that this wasn't part of the deal. But Velmal obviously reveals that he was just using Rotu to get access to the castle and help scheme against the people. Tom and Eleanor arrived, but Velma had already escaped. The Queen spoke to Tom and she asked if he could stop Quagos. And Tom actually says that he believes his death will come one day at the hands of a beast, and he doesn't plan it on being today. With that, Queen Aroha did allow them to take care of Quagos. Tom went outside, and after a scuffle he had with Velmal pinned down, and Tom demanded he hand over the Black Jewel, but Eleanor informed to Tom that Quagos was coming. Tom was endlessly taunted by Velmal, which got him so mad he knocked out the evil wizard and paid his attention on Quagos. After trying to fight the beast, it seemed to prove useless, as his thick armor blocked him from his sword attacks. But when Eleanor came to Tom's aid, she managed to knock Quagos on his side, hacking at his legs. It was working. Then Tom later went for the underbelly, which really spilled some blood. However, Tom was pushed back hard. Tom crashed through a window, and had to get up to help his allies defeat Quagos. He used his golden armor power combined with the amber jewel to finish off Quagos' legs. Then he used the power of the golden boots to jump on Quagos' shell, and with the power of the breastplate and amber jewel combined, he was able to break Quagos' mighty shell in half. I should also mention Quagos' shriek hurt the ears. This caused the beast to crumble into pieces, leaving one fragment of silver remaining of Quagos. Tom had required the scepter of Tangala, but his victory was short-lived when Velmal attacked, bragging he still had gained some victory, as he had the 3 other jewels, or should I say the 3 other treasures of Tangala, which means he could use the 3 remaining treasures on 3 beasts like he did before, to make more mind slaves. As Velmal gloated his victory, Queen Aroha had surprised us all as she finally found the courage to take matters into her own hands. She kicked Velmal and managed to get all the remaining treasures back, but Velmal felt like it was time for him to leave. He threw down a vial and made a run for it. Everyone went in pursuit. At one point, Queen Aroha got caught, but Rotu redeemed himself by knocking Velmal on the head. However, it didn't change the outcome. Velmal still escaped, but saving Tangala was reward enough, and if Velmal ever came back, they'd be ready for him. Next day, our heroes were getting dressed for a big wedding, and Tom and Eleanor admired one another in their clothing. They even crossed hands and walked across the grounds together. But the joy was ruined when Velmal returned. But his ploy was stopped when it was revealed that Grashkor was waiting for him to come back, and he dragged Velmal back to the Chamber of Pain. Which means they didn't restore the treasures until Grashkor had captured Velmal and left Tangala, so they had a plan waiting for that in the works. The marriage was a success, and the king implied that some friendships lead to love, as it did for him and Aroha, which he winked at Tom, which I'm guessing is implying about Tom and Eleanor. Heck, the final image is Eleanor smitten. So if the series is implying Tom and Eleanor will soon become a couple, more power to them, but I would personally prefer them as friends, you know. But yeah, this is my basically my review on Quagos the Armoured Beetle. And what are my overall rankings? I want to say I say Plexor is better. Yeah, I'm gonna say Plexor is the best book. Nothing wrong with Quagos, I love Quagos to death, but it feels a bit like a better version of Bloodbore, where the beast is wearing an armoured hide and they get him onto one side, and then he's knocked over, and yeah, then he's easily taken down. I do like the fact that we have some twists, but to be fair, with the whole Rotu stuff, and then he gets redemption. Then you got Velmal. Oh, Velmal was really using Rotu. Yeah, I kind of saw that coming. Velmal's kind of got pounded this ending, and basically he got beaten easily, I think. I mean, first of all, it's like, oh, you knock him out, then he rakes up, gathers the 3 treasures, and then taunts again. Then he makes a run for it. Then next time, he still tries to go back for it. To be fair, if I was Velmal, I would leave, not go back at all. Don't risk going back when you know they're expecting you. Velmal should have left when he had the chance. If he should know that if he goes back, they're probably going to be expecting him. So that's kind of a stupid move. And yeah, but do you know what happens? They were expecting his return and had Grashkor ready. So yeah. Grashkor took him back to the Chamber of Pain. So he's still alive, but it'll be a while before he gets back anyway. But like I said, Quagos is probably, I still say Plexor is better. Then you've got the other 2 beasts, which are Exoric and, I actually want to say this is the weakest of the 3 beasts. 4 beasts, to be fair. Because Quagos, he just feels kind of weak compared to the other 3. But yeah, this has been my review on Quagos. So, strangely enough, Quagos the Armoured Beetle is the weakest book in Series 15. The finale seems to be the weakest. But overall, besides all that aside, I do like a few things we get with it. You know, I do like the Queen's arc is racked up. She finally has the courage to take matters into her own hands at the end, and she's the one that knocks Velmal down at one point. I do not like the ending though. I mean, I like the wedding part with the marriage of King Hugo and Queen Aroha, but the stuff implying that Tom and Eleanor will be a couple, that's all up to the fan base, I guess. But like I say, Series 15, great series, not the best, not the worst, but still a good one nonetheless. And hopefully we'll be seeing you guys next time in Series 6. And next time on Beast Quest, we'll be moving on to Series 16, no doubt, of course, the Siege of Gwildor. So yeah, Styro, the Snapping Brute. Till next time, guys, peace.